Jail was not fun. When I was there, I just tried to keep busy a lot because it's a very lonely place. They released me and I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay clean, so I asked the judge that was on duty to lock me up till they found me a program with a bed because I didn't trust myself. I couldn't stay clean on my own.
Thank you. How goes the recovery?
I had court for my daughter yesterday.
How'd that go? Which daughter?
My oldest.
Okay.
I went for visitation and family therapy from her and me.
So that's a step in the right direction, right?
Yeah. It's not what I wanted, but it's at least a little step towards it.
Well, that's the idea. Sometimes we don't get everything we want first swing at bat, you know? Sometimes you don't hit a home run your first time up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've noticed a remarkable improvement in Miss White, although in fairness to her, she's always been very committed to her recovery. She's one of the few that I have had in my program who have had no relapses. Since she's been in the program, she hasn't tested positive once, and that's a tremendous feat. You came into drug court on 7/31/08. When was the last time you tested positive? I know it was before that.
May, I think, before I went to jail.
So you've got over a year sober.
14 months.
14 months. Congratulations. It's excellent. You ever thought you'd be able to do that?
No, I couldn't put 14 minutes together, never mind 14 months. I was getting high every day. I was stealing from people. I wasn't eating. My life just was I was an ugly person. I had my first child when I was 21, and that was an experience. I lost custody of her when she was 5, and I haven't seen her in 8 years, so I have another little girl. She just turned 8 in January, and I lost her due to my drug use too.
When you're a drug-addicted person, you often think of nobody but yourself first. It becomes a very selfish world that you live in. You're always trying to cut corners and get over at every turn. And a lot of the survival tactics that you develop being a drug addict are the same tactics we have to undo in order for you to be successful in a lawful society.
My life is good now. It's not the best, and it's not, you know, I don't have everything I want, but I got what I need. Drugs is not a part of my life anymore because I don't want to go through this again.
It's funny, I saw my lawyer yesterday, and he remembers when he came to visit me in jail, and I leaned over and I said to him, there are not a lot of Jewish women at Framingham's prison. I started drinking a lot in college. It was fun, and I became a mom. A PTO mom, ballet, you know, soccer mom, all that, and I did that really well.
Smell this one.
She was a very high-functioning addict, doing all the right things, going to camp, belonging to temple, doing everything that was good and important for everyone else.
I'm an overachiever, and I always have been my whole life, and I just didn't think. You don't think when you're in the midst of becoming an alcoholic or an addict. You just don't even think about it.
You trying to get this posted?
I don't think she wanted to really admit it, because once you admit something or say it out loud, it becomes the truth.
I got sober for 2 years, and then I relapsed, and I was in a treatment center. I went to court, and I thought the judge would say to me, just finish up your time at that treatment center. And the judge said to me, no, you're going to jail. You have to learn your lesson.
Sort of weird having you.
I have to go to an open AA meeting. Because if I don't go to one, who knows what I'll do instead. I am going to start to work this September. Anger, fear, resentment. Right now, I think we're at a time of real, I don't know what the right word is for like a hopeful future, but like that's what I see. It's exciting.
Live a little, laugh a little, cry a little, and da-da-da, the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love, of love. That's all.
I didn't drink a lot because I just saw my family drink a lot. So I said, you know, I'm not going to be like these people. I am not going to be a drunk. So I ended up being a drug addict. I have a grandchild. Her name's Mia. I am a huge, huge part of her life. I have a better relationship with her than anybody in this world. Right now, she doesn't know anything about the drugs. And I'd like to keep it that way. I was a full-blown addict before I got out of high school. I was getting high every day. You know, it was more fun than going to school. I was very shy, and once I started using with people, that shyness went away. When I was 13, my mother was diagnosed with MS. My whole life I said I want to be a nurse so I could take care of my mother. Nursing was difficult because of the drugs that I was doing at the time. I was getting high while I was at work, and no one ever knew. They gave me 2 days. Figured I'd stay at my mother's for a little while there was me, there was my son and his wife, my sister and her 2 kids, my mother, it was a nightmare. Everyone's getting high, everyone's drinking. It was awful. I had another overdose while I was down there. I just, one day I called up and I got into detox. I got hooked up with heading home. Gives me this great life, sober, all these activities. I'm in a place where I don't have to work full time, which gives me the opportunity to go to school. I would like to be a drug and alcohol counselor because I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to say no. So it's been like 22 years fighting this battle.
Wow, this is nice, huh?
I basically have to get to a point where my mind is set and I just don't use. You know, and when I slip up, I gotta just try to get right back to that, right back to the basics, to the beginning. I don't know if I'm totally there, because I have been able to get sobriety. I had almost 4 years together. I've had 2 years together, but it's, I never know. I just keep hoping.
This song says, no matter who you are, no matter where you go in your life, at some point you're gonna need somebody to stand by you.